jukes him out, going straight back up top. Gotaga, does he have the health to take it? First swing comes through, and Ninja goes down.
Yeah, he just needed another Elim to put him back in the game. You got to get that siphon bonus. You don't get the heals. It's really rough, even with the Infinity Blade to heal up, because, you know, the heal time is kind of slow.
It's very slow. You can see the tick going up there. It's not something that you're going to be able to rely on, particularly when other players are getting the siphon off. If they're the ones trading out the shots, they can quickly change HP, and those are long animations. But look at the challenge. The 3 different teams going up, and now it's just the Fish Fam and the Cutter Crew. Lachlan doing everything he can. Zan goes down, but tries to create a little bit of space, eats the headshot from Suzuhu, and disengages.
Cutter Crew finally getting a couple points here. It's been pretty rough for them so far on this map here. Can see this struggle just a bit. The story has definitely been Ninja's supreme dominance so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no health, says, you know what? I'm not going to give away 3 points. Might as well go for it. He was so close.
Yeah, you can see him calling out the whites there on the sword, knowing they only need a couple more shots to get it as we switch back on over to the Cuddle Crew, who've established itself there, but are still struggling to kind of get the points. The first time we're really seeing them all together, but Clydetex immediately gets ripped from the spawn.
Yeah, Lachlan's team needs to represent. There they are. They're finally starting to score it up. He's got a couple of eliminations. You can see X-Sandy here. 16 Elim, so definitely has some Slayers there.
Yeah, they need to figure out their game plan, because they're getting Elims and putting things together. They have solid numbers. They're just not getting the right hill time. Maybe it's go somewhere else. You don't always have to go to the point that's directly in front of you. Go contest someone, or maybe just go mess with somebody at their spawn. Delay them so they don't rotate towards you. Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you can send somebody to deny them. Just know that player is coming back over and over and over with likely more resources than you.
Every single time. And look at this. The Little Whip Warriors approaching that 400-point mark. And in just 1 minute, that new point capture D will be unlocked in the center of the map.
And while they have a solid lead right now, just under 150 points, that disappears in the blink of an eye. That's about 15 seconds uncontested in that middle hill. That's just how valuable it is. But we saw the shift in gameplay that happened. Everybody tunneled it right away, and then the Fish Fam were able to get back up, but after that, kind of cycled it back in, and the center point became the focus and where the win was taken. And right now, Llama Record Co., you said they were struggling at the start. They're doing fine right now in second place, Monster.
They're definitely creeping their way right back up. They're about to hit that 300-point mark there. Here we have Svenos just on the point by himself right now, waiting for Hand of Blood to come on up, hopefully. And again, no surprise, Ninja and his crew has found himself another point.
And the way they've angled this build is brilliant, because if you come up the steps, you're pushing into somebody's right hand, and on the other side, you're blocked off, as Ninja then just drops down Stewart 0-0-0-0, and he gets picked up with the alley-oop from Gotaga, as Gotaga comes up with Magma. 1, 2, 3. Ravens out of nowhere, but the Little Whip Warriors don't care. They're cutting down in 3, 2, 1. You can already see MSYB is down there. Alex JJ down there. Carnifex down there. They're trying to set up control right away. Llama Record go, but the impulses are raining from everywhere.
Hand of Blood really tried to get in there early too, as did every other captain, but it was to no surprise, not effective.
And you can see that the Chicken Champions are committing to the 3 points right now. Little Whip Warriors as well, while contention is happening down in the bottom. No Infinity Blade Wielder is in there, but the steady climb of points coming out of the Chicken Champions is going to be beneficial. But also, just like that, Llama Record Co. is a little bit off the pace. They need to get the center uncontested. However, this game, they have a lot more attention on that.
Yeah, but look, Fish Fam's doing the same thing they did last time, just slowly, or actually, sorry, the Chicken Champions have adopted the strategy.
Fish Fam are doing it too. You can see they're getting 3 points there. So there's 2 teams who are just hanging out up top, no problem. All the other teams are contesting. Raven's Revenge has control of the of one of the other side. So every hill is occupied and full controlled by a team, not being contested. Everyone else is looking at the middle.
Yeah, and it's actually working. The Chicken Champions are right behind the Little Whip Warriors right now. They're almost in the lead here. They just have to kind of hold it down. honestly, the Little Whip Warriors have to identify what platform they're on and go take it.
Well, this is what happened to them last time. They kind of had a good lead and then stalled out. You need a game plan with the middle platform goes, and you either need to stick to it or, depending on the score, be adaptive. Because right now, Chicken Champions, they're being fine. As long as somebody isn't controlling the middle, they're going to be able to have that lead, and you can send one person to just throw impulses down there over and over. Just be annoying from the top.
Here's Scissors. 6 Elans looking good on this other point, and now he's in the top 3. They weren't even close before, but just by slowly, consistently gaining points here, you can see they're breaking those thresholds slowly but surely, and Little Whip Warriors are no longer in the lead.
Yeah, Little Whip Warriors actually unseated the Chicken Champions there from their control point. They're taking it over. They're trying to get it back, so that's a battle right now. But the Funky Fighters out of nowhere, middle hill, and all of a sudden, just like that, into first place, going to pass 700 in just a second. No, get pushed out, and now they're back in there. Tomoya going off right now. Lumberwreck and Co. down there and trying to push him out, and you can see they're contesting it over and over again, but they're not getting the points they saw last game, falling off the pace.
Yep. They are slowly just battling for this number 1. Chicken Champs kind of overtake it now as well. The Fish Fam not too far either. Everyone's so close here in the top 4. Don't forget, if you take a victory, you win 55,000 bonus in prize.
And right now, Suzu is going off. 21 eliminations, and right as I say that, apologies for the caster curse, but 21 eliminations from the Belgian. He loves practicing his builds in creative and is showing it off here with really clever defensive cone edits up there. But right now, Little Whip Warriors are going at it. Tomoya gets the better of Ninja, and he gets cut down, but Funky Fresh Fighters then get sent all over the place thanks to the impulses from above.
I love this strat. He kind of sends out for a second there just to kind of catch a breather, see if his teammates come back. But unfortunately, the timing was just a bit off. And the Llama Record Company now control the middle point. For how long, we will find out here, as this is their comeback story, because they need these points desperately here. Hand of Blood still alive, just long enough to get a couple of more points. But Scissors is playing the long game here, just eating away at the threshold here at the top.
So Suzu isn't grouped with them. I'm assuming they've sent him to just go either watch middle and be their middle control. No, he just came up the backside. There you go. And just like go flying at people as the Kodoku come up in a very well coordinated pinch. 3 from the side, and Scissors gets taken down. But the Funky Fresh, oh no!
No, they got stopped.
1 point.
1 point.
Yo, so if you are the Fish Fam or Little Whip, right now you have to send somebody to stop them. If that Infinity Blade wielder gets out of spawn and goes anywhere for 1 second, they will win. Somebody has to deny him. It is all on Tomoya. Anywhere he goes, it doesn't have to be the one near him. If he touches the middle, a singular, uncontested second will be the victory for them.
These are the final moments here, Sundown. Look at him. He's got a slight grin on his face. He wants to do it. Is this the point that he's going to make it? Here he goes. He takes the stake. He does miss. He's going back for it now. His team's up there. All he has to do is swipe just a couple of times. Can he win this straight? And he does not.
And as you watch, check the points on the right-hand side. Nobody is climbing up by the 12s, and as they did it, Llama Record Co. gets the control there, but Little Whip contesting them right back. Funky Fresh Tomoya will be back and looking to find it, but the contention is going for the middle. Here's Tomoya. He knows just a second in there. Uncontested will be enough. Can he get it?
Oh,
no, he doesn't. He got knocked down. The impulse grenade at the second he landed knocks everyone out. No one's in there. Can he find it? And he does. That's it. His feet touch the ground. The impulse doesn't go off. Tomoya takes it for the Funky Fighters with some brilliant teamwork.
What an intense endgame, too. Get taken out at 999 points. Really, anything can happen in those final moments.
I'm telling you, I love the Sky Station Showdown. Can't wait for more people to start playing it. And the Funky Fresh Fighter right there celebrating with his team. You can see them just so excited, so happy. Let's take a look at this final replay. Now, again, we talked about it. The impulses being a great denial tool. Right there as the player goes down, sent back out, goes in, but misses the jump monster.
He almost had the flashiest ending ever. Just kind of diving in, wrapping it all up. But it was just good enough. like you said, he only had to stay there for a bit. And even with the impulse bumping him out, that's it.
And I mean, you saw the impulse explosions the second after going off. The team's doing everything they can, but it was not enough to shut down the Funky Fighters. Tomoya, Kutu, Huzi, Dracius, incredibly well done to take the second match of the first set at the Creative Finals.
Yeah, you know what? I am a Funky Fighter rooter and supporter now. I'm rooting for them. I can't
really?
do it.
Okay, just gonna bandwagon right after. Yay, the next team who won, I'm their fan. But no, great performance coming out from them. And it's one thing we talked about, right? The adaptation that happens from match to match. Llama Rekiko was like, oh, we're gonna stick to our game plan. That didn't work out.
Yeah, it really didn't in those end game situations. They really just kind of crept up and snuck and took the entire competition.
They did, and they were able to make sure that they got time in the middle when Little Whip and that team weren't able to get there. Llama Rekiko and Little Whip were going at it constantly. Funky Fresh were just able to step there.
Yep, and that's just kind of how it happens. You know, now they find themselves one step closer to taking the Silver Llama for this set. Because remember, at the end of the day, these are just the games, but they have to take the entire set now. Now the pressure's on.
The pressure is on, but the Funky Fighters have a little bit of pressure off of their shoulders because they know they got that top spot. And we have Pookie standing by on the top deck with the Pooks. What do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with our second game winners here. Congratulations, guys, first off and foremost. Now, I got to talk about the moment where you guys were just sitting. You needed 1 point left to win. What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like, I was just imagining, like, losing with 1 point would be terrible, so we just tried to get one more point, and we did it. So
it was definitely devastating. I was screaming in my seat. I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you guys as well. So going into the next games, what do you guys think your strategy is going to be? Are you gonna keep doing what you're doing? Or are you gonna mix it up a little bit?
I think doing what we're doing is fine, because first game we got second place, second game we won. So yeah, we're gonna try and do the same thing and hopefully win again.
And hopefully have more than a 1 point buffer, right?
Yep, yeah, definitely.
For sure. Now, just coming over here to you, what has it been like to be here at the Fortnite World Creative Cup, just playing in front of this audience, you know, hearing everybody cheer for you guys to win? What is that like?
It's fun. That's the only thing I can think of. It's fun to compete against everyone else, meet your teammates, and just have fun.
Yeah, and have you guys had a chance to play together before? Is this your first time playing together as a team?
I don't hear it, sorry.
Is it your first time playing together as a team?
Yeah, it's the first time.
Well, you guys definitely make it look super easy. Thank you all so much for being here and talking to me. I'm going to let you get your synergy back together. Sundown and Monster, back to you up at the desk.
Thank you so much, Pookie. And the Funky Fresh Fighters, I mean, their game plan has been solid. Second place, first place. Now, I understand why you might want to bandwagon a little bit, but I'm still going to hang out with my Llama Rekiko. But I want to talk about the changes we saw from match 1 to match 2 in terms of gameplay, and was it what you expected?
Definitely not what I expected. I thought Gotaga's team was going to come out here and crush it right behind the Fish Fam, but as you can see, huge upsets. Anything can kind of go either which way, and I mean, talk about like kind of beginner's luck or something like that. You just put a team together. They didn't practice. They're just coming out here and wiping players up, so a lot of talented players here at the Creative Finals.
I mean, Tomoya talked about it. He was like, hey, when I pick my team, very confident there with their death run ability. Want to see what they do in the elimination race during World Run, but doing incredibly well so far at Sky Station. That's going to be a confidence booster, because if you can get the Silver Llama there and you're confident in your ability on the World Run, you're set.
Yeah, you're just one step closer. So with the first place and the second place, they're clearly having a good set so far here at the Sky Station Showdown.
Yeah, it's been very well done from them, but it's still anybody's game. Don't forget, the winner of the Silver Llama is the one who has accumulated the most prize money across, which equates roughly to placements, but you don't get punished if you're placing in that bottom half. 4th through 8th, all receiving the same amount of prize money in each one of the matches.
Yes, everyone is a winner. So you really have to fight till the end, regardless if you're in the lead or not. This is why these guys are going for it, because this is life-changing prize money on the line.
And I mean, we've seen the difference 10 seconds in that center circle. 120 right there. It makes a huge difference, but enough of us breaking it down. We're going to throw it outside to Bala, because he's going to show us what's up with the tactics. Bala, what do you got for us?
I'm out here at the Fan Festival, and I don't have a bandwagon here, but maybe after this set I'll have to hop on somewhere with Monster. We got a ton of awesome action. I've been watching it, and I have to show you guys what went down in that first and second games. It was awesome. First off, the Llama Record Company started off with an amazing take, cohesiveness on the point. Every single time they went up here, they were going from two sides, two angles, and the sword approached at the center, but made sure that he was the most important person not to go down. You see there, Hand of Blood and his teammates all backing up. He's going to have an engagement on the side. These sword fights are really easy for him to just mow it down, but immediately as he realizes his teammates are up on the point, about to get up, about to push the ramps, he comes up from the side, slices and dices, but meanwhile, they ended up falling down the leaderboard. If you look at right now where they're at, they're only in second place. Fishfam was ahead of them. But all while Scissors was dancing and talking all the smack, telling his teammates to try to get the crowd involved, it was Llama Record Company making the plan, making the play to get in towards the center. Absolutely amazing take in the center on this first game. Led to Hand of Blood staying in that point and absolutely dominating with the super point there. Guys, 2 matches down on Sky Station Showdown, 1 more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at the end of this, because I will maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, that's starting to get a little awful crowded, man. Real quick, you guys hopping on those bandwagons. But as you said, there is 1 more regular Sky Station Showdown match in this set. We will see it again later in the remix version during the Golden Games. And it's been so fun to watch the difference of players, who's able to be very strong with the Infinity Blade, how the pinches end up coming. And now in this 3rd match, it's only going to get better from these guys.
Yeah, definitely want to see some more of that kind of team work happening here. And why not just hop right into a game right now, right? Let's go see some more action here, because this last game of the set is loading in right now.
Yes, and this will be the final match of this set. Set 1 after this, a Silver Llama will be awarded, and we are in the match. It's Sky Station Showdown, set 1 about to be over, and here we go.
All right, gotta love those players just kind of beelining out. And don't forget, you know exactly who your neighbors are. You know who is to your left and to your right, because you can see the banners and the designs on their spawns. And a nice look at our captains right there.
And right away, you can see a number of teams finding ramp paths where they're able to use their first 5 materials. Next 5, Sword does a double jump. Boom. Right to the top. Chicken Champions excellently executed.
Yeah, this is what matters right here, is stopping the Funky Fighters, because clearly they have been doing some good work together as a team so far. Tomoya is off to the races here, though, sent to run away. Can the Sunshine Soldiers come back? Can the Cuddle Crew make a big appearance for themselves? Because they can really shake it up here. It can go any which way depending on who has the most victories, really, in the best placement.
Yeah, so currently you will see the fact that they're able to be pushed off right there. Llama Record go putting shots down towards the spawn. You don't want to peek though, because the hunting rifles will be coming out, and the shot just misses Carnifex right there. And he trades back down. Ninja firing it off, but gets pushed out by Raven's Revenge right there.
Yeah, Carnifex having a tough time kind of listening in there. Carnifex was sniped from the side. Now we have Taldak here jumping right in from the Little Whip Warriors. He's going toe-to-toe. Otaga's down and out.
So, if I'm the Llama Record Company, and I know I've won a match, and then I did okay in the last one, they were in 4th, so they were there, they were close. Funky Fighters have a win in 2nd place. Do you send somebody to just hard deny the Funky Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Funky Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. Do you think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
Yeah, but the problem is then, the Little Whip Warriors have been so consistent, you literally allow them to snipe the competition because you over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the server do that, gritty work for you and dominate the other side. Take that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it, Monster. That's fantastic analysis. That's why we keep you around. The breakdown and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there, as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top and in a fantastic spot of control right now, building up a 40-point lead.
Yeah, even Gotaga's team is still in this. They've been doing relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe-to-toe, and Ninja strikes him right down. Oh, but his teammate comes on in. Raven's Revenge, who is that? Magma comes right up to the top. And give you guys a little fun fact about Magma. He's from Australia. He started playing in Fortnite Season 2. His favorite aspect of creative mode is actually speedrunning. Always finds new ways to kind of play the game.
I mean, good on him, man. I get incredibly frustrated by that, but then watching these guys do the speed runs and how quickly they go through and how efficiently, it just reminds me why we're up here talking about it and watching them do this creative madness as Scissors cuts through the competition, goes straight up to delay and right back down. Cuddle Crew not quite able to get him. It goes up again, so right now just denying the Cuddle Crew the points, but we talked about how we wanted to see more from them right now, pushing into the top 3.
Yes, the Cuddle Crew, come on, make a big appearance. Every game is worth so much. You, at the very least, want to be up in that top 4 contestant so that you can take a little bit more home with you. Here it is, Ninja. Disengages, actually just takes down Magma. And hey, I like the strat here. He says, you know what, I got low health, let's just get back on this respawn wagon. Doesn't even give anyone the satisfaction of stealing the Siphon.
I was about to say, no Siphon, no materials, quick reset, knows he can get out there, was basically in his spawn anyway. That is the type of competitive edge Ninja always looks to give himself.
I love that. That was like 200 IQ low-key right there. It was very well played. But back to Gotaga and Hand of Blood here in the same shot. Hand of Blood just, he can't do much. He knows there's a team up there. Waits for his entire squad to go up the ramp and then hops right to the top. But now back to Gotaga, who's on this point by himself. He wants to kind of bait him into the close. Can he get the hit? And he does. Talnut goes right down, straight to the top.
That was sick, using the jump right as the animation had started to make sure he clipped him from the bottom, dodges the Funky Fresh Fighter out. Gotaga now getting pinched from the side. 3 of the Funky Fresh Fighters up there doing everything they can, and the shots will come out. Trying to find it, and Dracius is coming back up to try and get some defense there for Gotaga, instead just going to disengage.
And it's actually prime movement right there as well. You just see him baiting and switching, going back and forth, trying to get in there, see if he can kind of sneak in and get some extra damage. And here it is, someone's in front of him. He only needs 2 swipes. He goes down, he gets the Siphon. Oh, cannot convert another, which would have kept him in the game. His teammates are here, though.
We're seeing a lot more points being assorted. It's a little more top-heavy this game, going towards the 10-minute mark right now, with Raven's Revenge and Llama Record Co. 100 points clear of the rest of the field.
Unfortunately, though, the Funky Fighters have fell to the bottom of the totem pole. If they can't come up to the top, they actually are pushing themselves way out of the average, running for the win of this set. So they really need a massive comeback here. But Savenos is showing why he's here with 13 eliminations already, and bye-bye, falls down. Lucky for him. No fall damage.
Yeah, it does reset, and that might be one of those moments where you opt for denying, and in fact, he does saying, hey, I'm at 5 HP anyway. I'll see you in a bit. I gotta respawn.
Smart play for him. Sunshine Soldiers having a spot to themselves as well right now. Not quite sure who they pushed out here, but the impulse are flying overhead. And Gotaga, they're doing so good at holding the point here, and this is why they're in the #1 lead, but they don't have too much cushion to play with.
Now, particularly when 12 points per second on that central point B is open. Gotaga checking his surroundings, no shots coming through, and RTA actually using the door edit and just a little counter edit to make sure that nobody is able to come up and contest him, and it just starts raining shots down towards the Little Whip Warriors. Raven's Revenge making their lives difficult this game, but up comes Ninja. RTA goes down, Chappie goes down, Ninja gets the slam. Gotaga, will he be able to find the last hit? Ninja intelligently backs away and strafes it out. Teammate picks that one up, and they get control.
Yeah, I love how he played that, stepping and sidestepping so that he can just stay alive, because it doesn't matter if your team successfully wipes a point. If you don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the points afterwards, then you cannot earn anything from it. Here comes Gotaga. He's thrown himself into the fire, straight into the point there, and he gets taken out. Here it is. Tomaya's team has fallen to last place. Can they make a miraculous comeback here before the 7-minute mark? Maybe kind of get themselves in the running. They're trying their hardest.
And I mean, generally we talk about caster curses. It might be like player jinxes going on right now. Everyone's saying, yeah, we're doing well. We're going to stick to our game plans.
That just shows you no one is safe here. These guys are evolving, and they're playing a better game after game. Here goes Scissors. He needs one more swipe there, but Clyde Tax wins the small engagement.
And Clitax has been fragging out. He's been playing so incredibly well, being aggressive, getting in players' faces, and doing it all with that rare tag. But he's been consistently highest up there in terms of the elim. You see Fortnite trying to get some pressure down, but good defensive building there from Kororo. Ryan Frantic comes out the side and cleans it up, but there is Hand of Blood coming directly down. Danya is also up there. We got a three-way battle, but it's 4 chickens saying, this is our roost, get out.
That's right, coming right up to own it all for themselves. Rubius doing so good right now. He's from Spain. He actually has a record on, was it YouTube for live streaming? 1.1 million viewers, imagine.
Yes, one of the biggest content creators in Spain. Will they be able to push down towards the middle? As you can see, Little Whip and Llama Record Company already down there. We've seen this story before as the Funky Fresh Fighters go in, but you can barely even hear the shots over the impulse grenades going off as everyone's like, no, we've seen how this goes.
The Funky Fighters need this. The Llama Record Company need this. So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even with the 12-point one, we haven't seen a lead like this from Gotaga and crew. They are nearly 300 points clear of the next team. Nobody else is contesting there. The Cuddle crew has now been able to catch up a little bit, but they both just established control in their top zones, and Cuddle crew won't pass Raven's Revenge by just sticking with 3 points. They're in a fantastic spot to win this match.
Yeah, they've actually been very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that top 4, just doing a pretty good job at staying relevant after all of these rounds. So if Gotaga's team takes this, we actually don't know who can take the set right now. It's actually that close right here. Little Whip Warriors have kind of fallen down a bit here, but Funky Fighters clearly in last place is not good.
And now, right now, you can see Tomoya coming in, doing everything he can to knock it down. Carnifex challenging as best he can, and Lachlan is just hanging out inside the cone.
Lachlan's doing a great job here. He's just kind of hiding, loving the low profile kind of position and take here on the point. He was hidden, but hey, he has to come out now and defend themselves. It's 3 chickens who surround him and take down that Cuddle Bear. Oh, man.
They're supposed to be the tender defenders, but that was a whole bunch of aggression coming out from them there as they now immediately look and start to take shots. And the Ravens Revenge have now finally been unseated from their 3-point game. So a little bit of room to start for the catch-up, but it is utter chaos at point D as Tomoya gets taken down, and the Funky Fighters are still in 8th place.
There's still 55,000 minimal on this game alone here. You want to win this one. Ravens Revenge, can they hold it? Or will Cuddle Crew find themselves a big piece of the pie here? Because we're in New York City, you know, you got to make pizza references. That's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga kind of hopping on overhead. And all right, he wants more points. He's hungry for it.
It's unfortunate they're just clipping off the side as Magma goes down, sitting on 23 eliminations right now. And Kodaga doing his best to find where they want to go up, waiting for his team, but knowing that time is running short since that middle hill is still open and being constantly contested. But the Cuddle Crew are catching up with their steady 3-point game. But now Kodaga goes up right around the back, able to pick up the elim, and control is rested.
This is scary because the Cuddle Crew is also getting points right now. So yes, they're getting a lead, but the Cuddle Crew is keeping it very close. They're keeping it very close.
This is what we were talking about. We wanted to see a strategy come out, something defensive where you can get your control. They have now walled them off on each side, thrown a cone on top of them, and they have firing angles towards the other 2 platforms and towards the spawns behind them. Nobody wants to go contest them, but right now, Gotaga, oh, we saw what happened when Scissors did that. Don't count your chickens before they hatch because they're catching up right now. You can see that 12 points ticking over, but they do still have a lead as players are trying their best to deny Raven's Revenge.
Yes, you have to keep him safe. This is the protect the president strat at its finest. Cuddle Crew still gaining points. Llama Record still getting points. In comes the fire from all the other platforms. Cuddle Crew's putting on pressure. They don't want to give him the freebie here.
You have to look at Raven's Revenge, though. Everybody is so focused on the middle. Nobody is going and challenging the top team. You know they're over there. You know they're uncontested right now. You have to be putting shots down there. You have to find the tags under Gotaga.
There it is.
And they got him. They got him the difference now. Look at the Cuddle Crew climbing up on their consistent 3, but they still have control of the top. They just don't have their sword. It's 2 hops to get up there.
That's right, and now Lachlan can just sit here. He can just hang out, earn these points. This is what he needs to do, and he's almost there. He is almost there. The first place can be his right now. He can take this lead, Sundown.
but they got control at the same time. It's literally ticking over a half-second away from each other. The shots are going. Cuddle Crew has the lead, though. Will the shot be able to go through? Yes!
Cuddle Crew
gonna
goes
take it
through.
down. 999, 1,000. Gotaga and Raven's Revenge in the closest nail-biter yet. Edge out the Cuddle Crew in two teams who we said we wanted to see more. They brought more.
Are you kidding me? The Fish fans step up and shut it down. Just the fact they stepped on the point, they couldn't earn points and they lost the lead. They were just a tick ahead. That could have been their game.
I mean, it's just, let's check out the replay. You can see the counter in the top right, but the Fish fam going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. No one was at the Ravens Revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that Victory Royale screen pop up when you're up there. I mean, what's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
We you know, at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other point of a point of view there, because they had it. They were one tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door, 55,000 away from bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
And it got taken away, and this is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game, as you see there in Raven's Revenge, closing it out. Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Arthier, and Chappie as well. Just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off with, Raven's Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, these are my guys. Let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Raven's Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. Told you.
He's not wrong. They were able to take it there, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Raven's Revenge with Zeke. Zeke, you there, buddy?
I am here, Sundown. Thank you so much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Raven's Revenge would win. I've got your back, Monster. I am here. You guys got your revenge. I gotta ask, first question to you, Gotaga. How does it feel to be here in the stadium, the fans, the roar, and to be facing off against your peers? Was it what you expected?
Honestly, it's crazy, and I have a really strong team. We are learning a lot from our mistakes, and I'm so glad to be here, to be honest. I don't know how to describe it.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you. All right, so now who's the overall shot caller? Is it Gotaga? Is it you? Who is it?
Kind of all four of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to just go in there and just kill them as fast as we could, and then spawn trap. That was cool.
Okay, what's the strategy like? Are you guys, talking through at the beginning? Are you guys waiting for someone else to make a move? Or are you guys like, no, we're going in first?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that green point. And we were able to control it over them. They ended up wussing off over to the center. And we were able to play our game and play what we wanted.
Awesome. All right, final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
Going on there, and now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over, just brilliantly done there from RTA, Magma, Chappie, Gotaga. The teamwork from them was just on point. You talked about it, all four strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with the final result, and that puts them immediately into contention because it's cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first silver llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative final.
I actually want to touch on something that, was kind of interesting. He called Ninja's capture point the green point. These guys are like that focused here. He's like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which ones. And they're shutting players down, shutting down their competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As soon as you're immediately in there, and that's the big part for Sky Station that I enjoy, is you have the ability to see where the other opponents are in relation to you for score. So if you want to go and try and make somebody's life difficult, you might not be maximizing your points, but you can effectively help your team the most by just denying the other guys and being like, hey, you don't get to play this. And occasionally, if you put enough pressure on them, maybe they default to rotating the other way. Maybe they go somewhere longer. Maybe they have to wait and only pushes forward. All of those are advantages you can get by just putting pressure on another team. And there's so many different layers, and I think when we see the remix for this, it's going to get even more exciting.
Yeah, don't forget, guys, here and at home, there's a remix version. We have some nice twisted surprise that we will see unfold as the day goes on. That was just our first iteration of this round, and honestly, it was a great set. But that just leaves us with the question, too. The Funky Fighters, they had an amazing opening, right? Second place is great. You get big prize bonus for that. You win game 2, and then you kind of flop game 3. Depending on where they went, their average might have really been anchored down. Yeah, that ends up being really, really, really harmful. But luckily there, if you're in the 4th to 8th range, there's no additional, I don't want to say penalty, because they're all getting $10,000 for the match in of itself. So there's just no additional gain after that fact. You're still able to stay par. So 4th would have been just as bad, but 8th, you're kind of looking like, oh, that'll really bring down the average. It's not the worst case scenario going on there. So they should still be at least in the running, but you can't be comfortable. No. Like, not at all. It's so incredible, and now we are going to go over the stage. We have the results, and your set 1 winner is the Funky Fighters. The last match was not enough. The singular win in the double goes over to them. They will have that first silver llama, and there he is throwing it up, and I mean, you got to be happy for him. They did it. I thought maybe it wasn't enough, but it was. Love this celebration right here.
You kind of are like, it's a little, I don't want to say like bittersweet there, but it's like, oh, you kind of like get pushed out in the last game, and then boom, you get it. But now the silver llama, but they're happy. They realize, and the big thing, that gives them a leg up for the rest of the competition. If they can win the next match, another team has to win both of them. But such a great job from the Funky Fighters, sticking to their guns, staying with the strategy, getting 2 top 2 plays finishes, one of them being a win.
I actually love this right here. They're all getting together, showing team harmony. They're clearly happy. They take the first set. That's amazing. They're off to the right start, really. They can get another 1 or 2 of those, and this entire creative finals is theirs.
Well, and again, we talked with Tomoya beforehand, and he was like, yeah, we're really confident when we can get in the races. We want to be on that world run. We know we can do there. We have some really good runners, and then they turn around and do that? I was just Showdown?
Yeah, I was just going to touch it. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this wasn't even their strong suit, right? He did a death run at some point as when he recruited his people for this creative challenge. So for him to take what might be one of our, toe-to-toe PvP sessions, that's actually crazy. And here's the team standings, Sundown.
Yeah, look at the final team standings. So Llama Record Code do just get edged out by $1,500 there. The Funky Fighters, you can see on the right-hand side, have been awarded that silver llama. Rounding it out, you have Raven's Revenge in the top 3, Cuddle Crew and Little Whip Warriors both at 55, sitting in 4th and 5th. Fish Fam, Sunshine Soldiers, I almost got that one, 6th and 7th, and then 8th there are the Chicken Champions. But this is set 1 of 4. There's still tons of creative games to be going on. I mean, it's been so good, and like we talked about earlier, we have a never-before-seen map and game mode for you guys. Now, I know we released Prop Hunt. It's something that's kind of similar to that. How many of you guys have played Red Light, Green Light at some point in time, right? You've been there, you've done it. I know, whether it might have been a little while ago. Junkyard Juke is a red light, green light prop hunt version where you will have 2 teams sitting up as guards, 6 teams running. It will rotate through every single one of the rounds, and here you can see how to win. You have to dodge those guards, sprint into the center, and incinerate yourself in order to get those points. There are 4 rounds per match, Monster, and how do they score?
Yeah, but also, before we get there, you only get to be guard once. And while you're guard, you do not accumulate points. But yes, the points come in through the props themselves. So when you are on the prop side, you want to choose small, medium, or large objects and try and get it to the incinerator under the guard tower. So it's actually really difficult. And like you said, it's a hybrid. It's a red light, green light / prop hunt style. And this is a pretty tough game mode. We've played a fair amount of it. I got my hands on it. This is actually a lot harder than it kind of sounds.
So it's something that is just completely different. I don't know how many of you guys have played Prop Hunt. Definitely check it out. It's on the Creative Islands. It's a lot of fun, but this brings an additional aspect to it. The guards are able to have the denial. You're able to plan routes out, and you can have strategies, right? So, hey, maybe I want to run all big props the whole time.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
There's tons of different things. Let's check out the format and see what these guys, how they're going to go through, what the map looks like, and really get an idea of how the game is played.
Get ready for more creative Fortnite with the latest competitive creative map, Junkyard Juke. This new game built off the fun of Prop Hunt with a twist. 8 teams will rotate through different roles on the map. 6 teams will transform into props and attempt to make it into the center of the map, while 2 teams of guards try to keep them away. Teams will rotate their roles over the course of 4 rounds, each team getting 1 turn as the guards. Their objective? To defend the incinerator from the other teams, armed only with revolvers and their keen attention to detail. During each round, teams of props will earn points by reaching the incinerator in the central pit. The bigger the prop, the more points. But be careful. Being bigger means you're easier to spot. To keep themselves from getting eliminated, prop teams need to time their movements very carefully. Every few seconds, the guard teams will be blinded for a short time, and the center point turns green, giving the props a chance to run for the hills, or rather, the pit. Once a prop reaches the goal, they respawn at their home base to start over, running as many props as they can before the match ends. If a player is eliminated, they also respawn at their home base and need to start the trek all over again. After 4 rounds, each team's points from their prop rounds will be combined, and the team with the most points wins the game. So keep an eye out for those moving bushes, crates, and gnomes, and enjoy the Junkyard Juke.
Thank you so much, Zeke, for that update. That's Junkyard Juke, something that has never before been seen. It looks kind of a little simple, but it's wacky, it's fun. There's a lot of small little minutia that go into it, things you can min-max on, and also there's just a level of ridiculousness that I enjoy so much. Just seeing somebody turn themselves into a literal dumpster and then try and weave their way past, it's a lot of fun.
Let the memes come to life here as your favorite.
Whoa, you talking about my gameplay again? God, that's so rude.
Turn them into dumpsters, literally. We'll get to see that unfold here as, I gotta say, this is a frustrating game mode. It's very difficult. You guys are gonna see why. It is gonna be tough for some of these guys to bring in those big point objects, and that's just gonna be the name of it. Who can score the most here?
Who can score, and how well are you playing defense? How well do you coordinate? Who's watching the right angles? And it's going to be interesting to see. Do they switch up their strategy from game 1 to game 2? Because there's so many different things you can do. But we are about to have the world premiere of Junkyard Juke. We are getting into set number 2. The Funky Fighters have 1 silver llama. Who will get the second? We now are in to set 2, match 1, and right away you can see Chappa, Gotaga, Magma, and RTA of Raven's Revenge, and then the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja, Taco, Taldak, and FaZe Kaz taking their shots off. Now, fun fact, the screens are there. You can't see, but you can shoot through them. So don't be afraid to take some shots. I mean, we know the trick shotters will.
Yeah, some people are already shooting. They figured that part out. It looks like Chappie hasn't quite yet. He's kind of looking. He's just blind shooting. Oh, there it is. Now he's firing through. He's noticed, hey, these are not ricocheting off of this curtain here. I can fire right on through. So you want to stop them. You want to force stop them. You want to also kind of memorize the map and the lanes.
And right away, you can see as soon as the blinds go down, people go. But the first points are starting to come through as Lachlan is able to get in. Hand of Blood's team, the Llama Record Co. also able to get a 10-pointer and then a 5-pointer, following it directly behind. Oh no, it was another 10-pointer. So we already see some of the props having successful runs.
Look at him go. There it is. You saw a big old truck kind of sneak on by, and these objects are slipping right underneath. But who knows how long that'll last. Here's Scissors. You gotta park it. You gotta stay still. Oh, can he blend in?
And one other thing you can note there, the props will clip through other objects that are there. So if you see something that isn't sitting perfectly naturally like Scissors was, right there, clipped into it, boom, got him, brilliantly done. Lachlan hits one of those bounce pads that are stuck in there. They will launch you up in the air, but great run coming out from X-Sandy and Tomoya, utilizing the air conditioners to find their way to the end. Bensor and Alex JJ desperately trying to get it. Alex JJ with another 10-point prop, and Hand of Blood gets picked up just before. That would have been a huge swing, but right now, Sunshine Soldiers in first place with 35 points.
They are finding their rhythm here. Sunshine Soldiers taking the lead right now. This is a hard game mode to break free in because you got to think about it. These guards are not playing around. They are shooters, right, at heart. And at the end of the day, if something looks off, something looks odd, like this white vent right here, you're just going to get popped. So you got to be careful here. And there it is. Nice job of, kind of hitting the brakes here. And, oh, he hits one of those trapdoors. Let's talk about that, Sundown.
So you can actually see it. There is the little tiny springs. They launch you upward. There's a couple that can be chained into each other. But if you are one of those bigger objects and you get sent up, you are just quite literally sometimes flying garbage.
Yeah. But, it would be too easy if we didn't lay traps around, right? So, got to kind of spice it up for the people that are turned into props, too.
So you can also, actually, the people who can turn into props, there's one pathway where you can chain two of them together. So if you can get there, you almost land directly in front of it. So as long as you time it correctly, you can use them slightly to your advantage, but most of the time they're a little bit more annoying. And boom, you can see that rusted truck going in. And now the Funky Fighters pulling out another lead, 60 points so far.
And this is something important to note, guys. You have to get it into the incinerator, fully processed before the timer counts down, or else your point will not be processed.
Which is a big thing on the min-maxing. What we mean by that is maximizing your efficiency. So if you were to get the most points possible, you run only 10 points the entire time, not only because they're worth more, but they take less time to sort because they're the first one that goes through. The two-point props are able to run, I don't want to say relatively easier, but much easier compared to a dumpster and a card, particularly because you have cover. With that being said, take about an extra 3 to 4 seconds to sort, so it makes it that much less efficient, plus being only 20% of the point value.
That's right, so Clytax there has chosen a big object. Achin and Zond over here, smaller objects. They're kind of blending right into all of the dumpster trash, clearly harder to track down and kind of, I guess, how do I say this? Sort out, right?
Yeah.
Amongst all the clutter here.
Exactly. You want things that don't stick out, or you want to find a path for an object that you can take all the time. So you notice how there's a section where there's like 4 or 5 rusted cars. Grab a rusted car and go park yourself with those, because yes, the guy knows, oh, there's a bunch of rusted cars there. Screen goes back up. Oh, there's still a bunch of rusted cars there. I'm good. Next thing you know, the prop walks his way up. You can also, as you're running, block rotation. So if you hit your crouch button, whatever you have that bound to, whether you're playing on controller, iPad, PC, all of them end up completely stopping, so it will send you totally naturally, just like what you would see.
And this is also those moments, right, when you're in the guard. Oh, someone spotted there, popped him. Tomoya, nice job seeing something out of the ordinary. But notice, he gets an elimination on the object. You don't earn points for that. So it's just your job to stop everyone from getting any kind of points. So don't break away with the lead. When you're in the guard tower, you can't allow other people to score, and you're not scoring.
Which can end up being very interesting if the team in the lead, which generally happens because you have 3 chances to score, is shooting last round. Right? Because then it's all about how good are your pressure. And one other thing you can see, starting to fire through the screens, very well done for them, picking up an elim there. But right now, Kadoku already wresting the lead away. All 3 of them sitting there at 60, but they're 5-point processes, and it goes through as 2 more dumpsters throw themselves into the fray.
Yeah, and that's because the Funky Fighters cannot earn points here in the guard round. The Sunshine Soldiers using this opportunity once again to just break away even closer to taking lead. And the Chicken Champions can't earn anything either.
I love that from Clytax right away. Hides himself behind the box, and you see his hands. He's like, please, please make sure it's not there. And then boom, gets the point, gets a nice little selfie going in. And you can see all of them getting sorted there. Another way, I'm all about the min-maxing. Point your camera towards the end. You go just a little bit faster.
Sundown pulling out the strats here. The question is, can our competitors figure it out fast enough with their limited amount of games here? But 20 seconds on the clock. Can he get this in time? Remember, you gotta grab the dumpster, drop the dumpster, and get it processed. That was perfect.
That was so good by Stuart000 because he dodged the little springboard there. You saw him look at it and be like, oh, no, I'm good. And that was the last run. None of these props are going to be able to get sorted. Lachlan gets picked out at the end. You can see 3, 2, 1, but not going to be enough. You need to get all the way through and sorted on the point as the rest of the denial comes through, and we're going to rotate the guards up again.
Yes, so we will have some new guards take their place. This is honestly Chicken Champion's opportunity to start scoring some points and hopefully close up the gap here. The Sunshine Soldiers are now at the bottom layer of the guard tower, and the Fish Fam are at the top. So it is time to kind of mix it up.
My eyes are on the Funky Fighters right now. They are
doing great.
They're very close, and on top of that, they're the team with the Silver Llama.
Yep.
As we've talked about, they are so incredibly close, doing everything they can to push towards the top. And you can see they got a lot of elims, too, in the round where they were playing defense. So not a ton of scoring going past them, only 35 points off the pace. But what I'm shocked about right now is there is nobody running 2-point props at all. 0.
Tamori is a genius. He was already spotted out for the statue. He kind of hit over to the side and said, you know what, I kind of got to wait here. I can't park this statue on the open. He's going to be hunting for me. And that's exactly what he does. Kind of sits it over on the side there. And that's how he earns himself another point. So they're actually playing very, very smart here. And that's why they've been doing so good at these competitions.
I think the guards need to be slightly more aggressive. There's unlimited ammunition. You can't run out.
Oh.
If you think something is suspicious, or if you just want to take a shot at it, shoot your shot.
Yeah.
What's the worst case that happens? You miss. There's no accuracy stats going on there. If something looks suspicious, don't let it through. You're the guards, and you want to deny as much as possible. And again, every match is for $55,000 for the winning team. You want that, and that will lead into the Llamas as well. You don't want to end up in that 4th to 8th spot. You want to push past your competitors as we see a whole mess of air conditioners going in there, the water heaters in. It was fantastic for Raven's Revenge, and Llama Record Co. are also climbing their way up the leaderboard, 110 points so far.
Great job for the Llama Record Company. Alex, JJ, Carnifex, Venos, and Hand of Blood. This team is doing great right here as they seemingly inch their way to the top somehow, overtaking the Cuddle Crew, which, by the way, Lachlan's team has been showing up here. It's good to see them, catch a little bit of domination here in this junkyard juke.
Well, like we said, the creative finals is all about celebrating the different types of creative skills. There's different ways to express that. We have the World Run where it's there. We saw Sky Station Showdown, which shows off building in team tactics. And right now, Prop Hunt is all about min-maxing efficiency, working together, and hitting your shots.
Yeah, absolutely, because when you're in that guard tower, you don't have opportunity to miss. You let them score, they're going to break free and break away with the lead. Here's a look at Svenos here, who's that bullseye, just kind of blending right in.
The archery target, there's a lot of them out there, but you need to be careful because they're slightly harder. And come on.
Uh-oh.
Really?
He's floating up
really?
there.
You can see kind of like the look on his face. He's like, there's no way this works. And one other thing to talk about is orientation of your prop. So you notice he actually swapped his camera and pointed in the other direction.
Oh.
Unfortunately, was clipping into the trash bag there. But if you're running forward, your prop faces backwards. So you need to run and then turn, settle yourself. That's the best way. Or you orient yourself around the stuff that's near you. Because if you're facing in a totally random direction, that'll earn a bullet in most circumstances.
I love how aggressive they were at the final moments. The clock was
You gotta go.
Yeah, the clock was ticking. They're like, you know what, we gotta get in here. But that was round 3 of 4 for this first game right here. And, it's kind of going either which way. So if you've already had your shot at the guard tower, you're safe. You're good. You can keep getting points. But if this is your last opportunity, you're in a guard tower, that's all the points you got. That's it. They have to hold strong.
So this is where it really comes into mind who is running, who is in the tower, and what does the scoreboard look like. So right now we can see right away Llama Record Co. is up there, and I believe it's with, I didn't see who that other team was. When we pan back over, we'll call that out. But Llama Record Co. is in first right now, and I think Cuddle Crew is with them as well. So it's typical that the top 2 would be up there, and it is. The top 2 teams are in the guard tower. So right now, everyone needs to unseat them. Otherwise, they will take this first match of set 2.
I'll be honest with you, it's a pretty big lead. That's a substantial lead. Whoever is left in the game, the Sunshine Soldiers, the Funky Fighters, the Chicken Champions, you got to bring these big items through and do it successfully with the limited time left in this round right here, because If not, it's going to be hard to catch up to that 150.
We're starting to see a little bit more consistency right there. And look at Svenos shooting. He's just shooting everything. He's not worried in terms of going through there. Does hit one elim, fires the shots off going through, trying to look at just anything that he thinks doesn't look normal. Anything that maybe not have been there before.
It's like one of my favorite things, watching him just shoot the boxes like, what's that? Was that there? Was that there? Was that there? Was that there? He's just taking his shots. That's exactly what you got to do here if you want to hold this lead here. And that's why they're dominating. You can see the no hesitation really coming out of them, and that's why they have the lead right now. And it's great. It's great that they're hitting his shots. It's great that Svenos is holding it down.
But the Funky Fighters, we talked about it, eyes on them, already up to 120. One more 10-point prop will put them past. And unfortunately for Ninja there, does get hit on the springboard, but gets in anyway, so just a little bit of time loss. A great shot from Lachlan. My lord, I barely even saw that.
Ford Turtle from Australia hit a springboard, and Lachlan shut that down. His fellow Australian brother right there. Very nicely done. You don't want to hit those springboards, man.
And now you can see 125 from the Funky Fighters. They're doing everything they can to overtake. They want this match victory. They want to keep the momentum rolling, but the Cuddle Group is doing a great job of picking up targets and running their timeout, getting some both right as they get out of spawn and before they're about to score, which the waste of time is even that much more efficient, but unfortunately not finding anything there.
Yeah, Lachlan is really not timing his kind of rotations and reloads properly. Notice he's not also utilizing the shooting through the curtain factor there. He's kind of holding himself back. That's why you saw him with a couple elims right there. But you got to put that pressure down, lock down these lanes so that they don't just get like free rotations through, right?
And again, we talked about it a little bit. I'm very surprised nobody is just consistently running 2-point props. You can get them in close to every run if you pick the right path and you take the covered angles. It's very difficult to stop them, particularly with the smaller hitbox. But so far, we've only seen 2 scored.
Yep, and I like that. Cuddle Crew right there, 130 points. This is their time. Cuddle Crew still doing really good defense right here. Oh no, but you know, Cass's curse. I feel so bad. Chicken Champion comes up out of nowhere, takes that one right away.
Able to get him there, and now the Funky Fighters 5 points out. Anything going in will be enough, and the time ticks over. They didn't get it in there. Oh! Did they get it in there? They might have got the 5-point right at the end, but no, wasn't enough. Llama Record Co. on the defense says lock it up. We good. Brilliantly done from them, and that's what I'm talking about. When you're sitting there on defense, you know exactly how long you need to keep them out, exactly what you need to do in order to take the victory, and no surprise there. The guys who are all about that apocalypse game mode during the creative trials, able to take home the very first match ever on Junkyard Juke.
That was well played. Valiant effort for everyone that participated in that run right there. And it was a close one. 150 points to the contender having 145. Just 1 point. One small radiator.
And this is what I'm talking about, where if you had one person who is running just 2-point props there and got their successful runs at the end, they would have it. That's 3 successful runs. That takes about a minute, and you could have collected it.
So go ahead.
Nobody opted to do it.
Maybe some of these guys need a little help here. Let's redo this. What would you suggest here, Sundown?
I don't want to say suggest, but I had an opportunity to play a decent amount of it. I'm a big fan of kind of adjusting based off of the scoreline. So if you're seeing you're able to consistently keep running 2-point props, get the guaranteed points. If somebody's playing really good defense and you're not getting 10-point props in, you need to pivot away from that strategy, because getting any points at all is better than none, and particularly if you waste a run on a dumpster where the entire time you're going and then you're stopping, and then you're going and then you're stopping. Eventually, even if you get all the way to the end, sometimes it's not enough, right? And then you've wasted that 35, 45 seconds, 3 rotations to get just there, whereas you could have grabbed the burger, grabbed the bucket, and ran the entire time, weaved around, trying to like catch a good area, as we saw with the statue, able to hide around a corner. So would love to see in the next match a little bit more, I don't want to say like determination going into it, but be a little bit more deliberate.
That's right, but let's go on and hear from some of the deliberate actions over with Zeke, down with our winners.
What's up, guys? I'm hanging out with the Llama Record Company. They took away the prop hunt 5-point lead. You guys locked it up at the very end. And Blood, I'm going to start with you. And one person I want to call out specifically is this man right here, Svenos. Very tall, tallest man on the planet. It feels like this guy's a very good pick for your team. And I want to know why him, and then also why you picked these other 2.
Yeah, I mean, I picked all those guys because this game mode is all about skill. There are no random things in it. You need good aim, you need decision making for sure. And Svenos, I mean, he's like a Spandau. He really likes Spandau. That's kind of the best city in the world. And that's why I picked him first, for example.
Okay, now Svenos, I'm going to put you on blast for a second because we've known each other quite a while. You know, I'd like to believe that your creativity is what allowed you to win. Let's think back to the time where you wore an entire green outfit and you danced and had a galaxy over yourself. Do you feel like that galaxy and that kind of creativity helped you get this dub?
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
I think people at home that watched, you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go over this way now. What did you think about that game? Was it what you expected? Was it different? Did it catch off guard? Were you ready to just jump into it?
It's enjoyable. Once you get the hang of it, it gets a lot easier. You just got to work out who's good at aiming, which team's on the tower, and after that, you're good.
All right, final question. Do you think you have what it takes? Are you gonna? Is the Llama Record Company going to be the team? You think someone else is standing in your way, or is it all you guys?
I think it's going to be all us, yes.
There you go. Man, a few words, that's all they need. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Best of luck going forward. Back to you guys on the desk.
Thank you so much, Zeke. Another brilliant performance there coming out of the Llama Record Company. We talked about their versatility. We talked about how quickly they pick up competitive matches. But this is what happened in the first set, right? They were there. They were confident. They're like, yeah, once you get it, it's easy. And then all the other teams immediately caught up. So it'll be very interesting to see if that same story from set 1 is what's happening in set 2.
Yep, that's right. Alex up there said it best. You know, he had the confidence. He felt good in those final moments. Hey, you know, once you figure out who's aiming, maybe just avoid them.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody is hitting all their shots, you need to take a different route. You can't go and continuously challenge them because, again, we talked about that. If you waste all the time to run through and the guy hits a lucky, or I don't want to say lucky blind fire, but a consistent blind fire through there, don't keep running that way. But like we said, this is the first time seeing the Junkyard Juke mode, and we talked about the Prop Hunt mode earlier, but you can play it live right now in-game. There's an LTN that's available only for this weekend. Let's check it out. Like we said, you can check that out live in client. It's an LTM that is available only for this weekend. And Monster, have you had a chance to play Prop Hunt?
Well, all week long now, I finally really got to experience the Prop Hunt. And before this, I kind of heard you guys talk about it. I was like, is that something I want to try out? But no, it honestly was very fun.
There's so many just fun moments, but the ability to then push it to a competitive level, these guys are doing great, but we're now going to get into match 2 of set 2. The second time you will have seen Junkyard Juke, and let's see who is able to push on. The match is about to start. Here we go. The creative finals at the Fortnite World Cup, set 2, match 2 of Junkyard Juke.
That's right. So in the tower, we have Ninja's team, the Little, Whip, Warriors, Taco, Gaz, Caldoc. We're jumping straight into their POV. So notice Ninja firing right through those blinds. He saw something moving back there. He's trying to pinpoint. What was it? He does, of course, track him down with Sport Turtle. Ooh, just a little pixel. You know, you stand out, you're going to get popped here.
He needs to make sure he's still watching his left-hand side, though, because there is a whole run on that corner right now where people would be able to come out, and now all of a sudden you see Alex JJ, Tyler, Ryan Fanta, MSYB all heading that direction. Nobody is checking that corner. He's checking it every now and then, but he's primarily aiming on the right, and Brent, as I say that now, looks back on over as the rush comes through, but MSYB and Rubius are able to get in. Brilliantly done from them, getting the first points on the board as the Funky Fighters again are able to pull out to a decent lead.
What do you think? Would you rather be up in the guard tower first and kind of get that out the way? Or would you prefer to kind of jump in as a prop and get your points first?
So for me, it depends if I can get a lead. If I have a lead, obviously I want to be a guard tower at the end because I'm very confident in my ability to just spam shots in the right direction because I know like I can find the sight line and all that. With that being said, if you can get in the guard tower early and you do incredibly well, it gives you the bonus. You know how many points you need to get. You know how consistent and fast you can run. And right now we're seeing a lot more 5-point props than last round. People consistently trying to get those in, recognizing, hey, they're a little bit quicker. People are finding their angles now. But as I say that, Achim with the Sunshine Soldiers gets in that truck. 10 points going over to them, and 15 actually, as a 5-pointer got sorted right at the same time.
That was perfect, yeah. And the Sunshine Soldiers had a great last run. Achin and his crew really pulled it together. They were at the top for a while there, but in those final moments, we saw the Chicken Champions take away and kind of break away. And now look, no surprise, Chicken Champs, they're feeling it. They found their rhythm towards the end of the last one. If they carry that over, this is going to be a close one.
Yeah, and you can see Carnifex hits the jump pad twice over there, doing everything he can to not get hit, and he does get the teddy bear in.
Oh.
10 points going through, and Clytex gets picked right at the edge.
Right through the curtain. Taco is like, you know what? I'm going to check the close area. Look at how Chappie's doing it as well. He's actually eliminated 9 props so far, so he is really firing away here, trying to see if anyone's trying to make a mad dash while the curtains are up, and Sandy gets caught right there.
Good shot right away. 20 seconds left, so players need to start running if they're going. Good shots coming out from Trappy to get it there and get the reload off. Saw the truck over on the side, is able to pick that one up, and now is looking for the smaller props towards the side. Knew there was movement, just wants to fire it up. Only 10 seconds left. They should be able to get the defense, but there goes a bucket. Look at it.
Oh,
the cactus.
those are hard to hit.
There goes, able to pick it up just at the last second. Good attempt from Kutu, and you can see the points already coming across. Players so far sticking to their game plan. 5 and 10 point props all the way.
That is the way to go. Inch your way up and over to that victory there. But that was just the first round of 4 here. Round 2 is going to begin. What's going to happen now is, again, the guard tower is going to mix up. We're going to see new players in the guard tower, and then the other players that were previously in the guard tower back on the prop hunt floor.
Yes, you get 1 round in the guard tower, 3 rounds of running as the props, and you can see right away now you have the Funky Fighters up top, and the shots go out as soon as the blinds go down, not letting anything happen as the props march their way out of spawn.
This is fun right here. I love watching these trucks waddle about, really trying to find their way, and they see the light go to change, plant themselves down, and they were back out to the field here.
Yep, and desperately trying to avoid. Oh, there's no way. You're stacked on top of each other. Come on, you got to shoot one of the two. Shots are going towards it, but right now Zan trying to get that cuddly cute teddy bear into the incinerator. Not a sentence I ever thought I would say there, as the Archer is now doing everything he can. Hits the bounce target twice and is able to convert as Magma gets another good run and sneaks in under the shots of Dracius.
That's right. This is just getting closer and closer as we have a 3-way tie now. The Fish Fam, Llama Record Company, the Cuddle Crew, all at the top here, and it's still a very close game so far. Dan Yan right here from the Sunshine Soldiers, peeking around, using that camera angle, trying to see when it's time, wants to waste no time here. Bat, it goes down and off to the races she goes. But will it change? Yep. Actually, stops early too. Says, you know what, I'm gonna play it safe, I'm gonna stop before the curtain comes up.
And she has to be having a blast right now. She says one of her favorite things about creative mode is kind of the wacky and Waynian situations you get into, particularly like prop hunt. So this must be a game mode that she's doing incredibly well and enjoying herself in. As you can see there, her team is able to get a couple of props in there. Gotaga and Clytex try to make the final little sprint. Hand of Blood gets another 10 points over, as does Taco with a 5-point statue there. Scissors is hanging around on the side there. Will go through. No, I did not mean to call you trash. You just are a dumpster now, quite literally.
Quite literally, but oh, the rage. I read the lips, he said, I was so mad. He got taken out right there. And I like this. Let's see how he decides. He's going for those 10 points, though. Notice he went straight to the right for the big objects. That's the risk.
That's what it was about. That's what happens. You need to be careful not only of the fact you're bigger, easier to see while you're moving, but you need to find a blank space in order to set down. Can't be clipping into anything else with 45 seconds remaining in round 2. And you can see Svetos a minute before the guard looked at him. He's like, I don't, nah, I'm out. Right there. And right now, relatively top heavy. 70-70, and as I said, Fish Fam does get their 80th point, but Lachlan hanging out on top of the Rebel, 28 seconds left, does find an angle that
you know,
no
he actually
really
didn't
watching.
park either. He just jumped on top of it. You know, I haven't been to this section here where all the vehicles are.
This is the section I'm talking about, where you can grab a burger in a bucket, go out, and not expose yourself except for during one period. And as long as you either full run the time through, or you opt to sit still during that time, then you're good. You will score literally every single run. It's just you have to be a 2-point prop, and you have to go to that exit.
Oh, Dan Yan right there, unfortunately, couldn't push through in those final moments there. And that was round 2 of 4, as we are looking to get into round 3 next. So they can earn some more points. And every single set matters, right? Every game matters because there's a lot of prize on the line.
Yes, every single match is scored. The top 4 will receive a gradient of money going from $55,000 down to 20, and then you have the 4th through 10th all receiving 10. That prize is then decided who will receive the Silver Llama. The Funky Fighters currently have one, but who will be able to press with them?
Clytax, that vehicle is way too big, buddy. You can't just be trying to squeeze it behind that and not think someone's going to see the tail end of it. Here we have Bensor and Drakias close by one another. Bensor gets popped through the blinds there. And wait, so he's going to take a couple shots. He said, does his truck belong here? He did miss, though. Lucky for him. The bad aim and that moment right there is going to allow him to sneak that big 10-point. No! He gets taken out. Right there, that's no points for him. 10 is huge in this mode, too. It's very difficult to get a vehicle all the way through.
I mean, it's swingy, right? If you think about it, the last round was one with 150 points, right? So if you get a singular 10-point profit, that's not an insignificant percentage there. Like, that's going to be able to help your team, but you also need to set your feet there, as Kororo didn't hit the crouch button. It was like, I see you wiggling a little bit there. Yoink.
There's Ninja, Ryan, Fronta, Chappie, many others still in the running here. Just kind of peeking around. You see Tyler shooting straight through the curtain. It almost looks like he's beelining his shots down the aisle there, trying to see if he can get anyone trying to exit out. Zan sees one pop up in the air, and I think he might have clipped that person out.
Nobody was watching that side.
Oh,
Fishfam needs to communicate better right now. Nobody was covering that other side. We saw 2 teams able to get a decent run out. But right now, Llama Record Company still holding the lead, sitting at 100 points. But don't forget, Fishfam are up on top right now. Are the guards, which means they're not scoring points.
He's so fast. Ryan Fronta is so fast here with this prop. Even moving it, he doesn't care. He's going all the way for it. But he's got to watch for traps. See the fear? He's like, you know what? I'm not even going to risk it. I'm going to wait here and get the secure point.
So one important thing to notice, too, is Ryan is taking paths consistently that take him to the corner of the guard tower, because the corner provides you with a little bit of natural cover, and it breaks that sight line up. If you're only staring out in one direction, it's super easy to be like, no, that car was not there. I know it wasn't. If you're flipping back and forth across that corner piece, it just breaks up your field of view a little bit more, and it's that much harder to try and figure out what's actually going to hit.
That's right, and oh boy, is MSYB going to be able to sneak this huge chuck in? Oh, he actually hit something there. He's going to sneak it right underneath. Lucky for him, the shot did not come back in time. But just that big archery target was almost enough to kind of block him right there. Venos gets another large object in as well. And that's another 10-pointer for the Llama record. It was fully processed here, so now he's at 130. Can the Cuddle Crew hold the lead here, though? Can they secure it? All the Llama record company needs to not score right now, and they'll continue to kind of stay in the lead.
And you can see Scissors is hitting a ton of shots. They're trying to get the retribution as the guard, and now we're heading into our final round of match number 2. So we'll see who the guards are, see what the stakes are, and who will be able to take that #1 spot. Again, first place, $55,000, and that much closer to Silver Llama #2. And again, we have the Cuddle Crew and Llama Record Co. up on defense. Let's check out that scoreboard. And Cuddle Crew, Llama Record Co., first and second. Who will be able to overtake them? And they are so close to 5 points separating. It's a battle for first and second now.
Yes, Lackland and the rest of his team are trying their hardest. They have to stop people from scoring. The Chicken Champions get up. They can just easily snag this away. But for now, they know the Llama Record Company cannot. They can't take them over.
Ooh, I thought he was going to shoot that car. He knew it wasn't there.
Nice.
Finds the box right around the corner and then gets another one right after. Blind fire through the shade as Rubius is looking to post up there. Spanish YouTuber trying to find a way in, trying to lead his team, and they've overtaken the Llama Record Co. with plenty of time and are tied with the Cuddle team. Any singular point now will put the Chicken Champions as our match 2 winner. They need
so close.
one prop.
That's right, they're so close here. Magma trying to hop on over. Who's it going to be for the Chicken? champions. Who's going to be?
Do you think they get a 2-point prop? They have the scoreboard in front of them. They know they need only that. Do you think they run one in, or do you think they stay with what they're doing right now?
Honestly, I think they're just going to stay with what they're doing. It's working. Why break the formula here? They have over a minute to do so. And just like that, they are going to sneak in here.
That will be it. Yes, brilliantly done. They're overtaking them. And now the question is, can the Little Whip Warriors get enough in to catch them? It's a 25-point spread, but you can get that. You have 4 runners. You can get that in a single run if you're well coordinated enough. Will they be able to catch up, or can the Chicken Champions edge it out and be our match 2 victors?
That's right, because the Cuddle Crew is now bumped out. The Chicken Champions are holding it. Little Whip Warriors have scored, though. 1 minute left here. Uh-oh. Raven's Revenge coming up as well, as is the Fish Fam. This is actually getting closer than we would have thought. They're close to pushing out the Cuddle Crew and Alamos.
Yep, and Little Whip Ninja also getting the 5 points there. Will be able to overtake. Don't forget, you don't want to end up 4th to 8th. It's all about at least breaking in the top 4 to get a little bit of the differentiation there in the prizing. But the Chicken Champions are pulling ahead. They're keeping that 25-point difference so far between the Little Whip Warriors. Little Whip needs to find a coordinated run with 10-point props in these last 30 seconds, or they're not going to get it. Meanwhile, Bensor running that statue in, trying to lock up everything he can for the lead, and he's being extremely patient with it. Taking a corner run, finding everything he needs to do. Little Whip does get a 5 and a 10, and they're still now only 20 points behind, but Bensor is going to be able to lock that one up from there. 5 points, 25, 15 seconds left. The Chicken Champions are sitting pretty.
Yes, that's right. If the Little Whip Warriors don't score big right now with all big props, it's going to be all over in 3 seconds. And it's not going to be enough here because the Chicken Champions, they actually pushed the lead even further.
Did you see what happened at the last second?
They did score.
No. Raven's Revenge grabbed the 2-point prop, hard ran all the way through, got it in, right? And then that pushed them from 4th into 3rd. When we talk about every little interaction mattering, that was it. But the Chicken Champions, one might be able to say that was excellent. They were able to tend to defend that title for the match 2 victory and putting them in a good spot to contend for the set 2 llama.
You can see the excitement there on their faces as they just realize, hey man, we got this. We're in the running here. The Junkyard Juke could be ours.
And you can see they're still talking gameplay right now. Like, they want to know, what can we do more? That play you did right there was awesome, but they want the next one because there's 3 matches for each one of the sets. And a win there would put them in a fantastic spot to get the 2nd Silver Llama. You need that in order to be in contention. And if they're able to split it up away and deny it from the Funky Fighters, the field's wide open.
Yes, it's not over yet. That's just an
Gescheit. Hey, let's go online. You're streaming? Yeah. I stream in the World Cup. How much we're watching it? Nobody gonna want this bastard streaming it.
Alright, then I'm coming to you, Mr. Carey. What was the strategy? How did you get the 10 points in there? Was it saving your time? Switch things up? So when this intense game of red light, green light, were you like stopping early, or were you just like going as far as you can go and then waiting for
Yo, I think I can Skype with her.
That's great. We have a game plan. Definitely
We have a picture of them.
Alright, final question for you. I want to give you the chance
Picked it up of who?
all the fans something. What do you want to tell them?
No. fat mom.
Congratulations,
I'm really
best of luck
fat
for
mom.
yourselves in back.
What? My name, then my name. Somebody name is fat mom. MICKEL. MICKEL. And then you must know the spell logic is. What are you talking about? Yes, you actually. Oh, yeah. I actually. You still doing this shit? Hold on. Hey, master, still come back. Look at him and get your ass to play. Yeah, one person watching. What you looking? Look at the microphone. Think of the music and the live. Oh. Are you not doing it? Mikkel, wanna start some tea? Dog, I need 10 points to go upstairs. Same. I hope so too. Every time I watch his name, I always feel his Dominic playing it. Hey, you're ready to me back, man. Bro, Chineke now. Chineke, tell me that's a lie though. Tell me. I like this play. This dance are nice. 5'10", but I wouldn't have enough fire face. I am 189 points though. Me and Dominic grind out last night. I went from 137 to 189 last night.
Thank you so much, Paula, for that great breakdown. Listening to the content, that's one thing I gotta consider. I always just think like, yeah, it's gonna come up now, but these guys all in on talking about that countdown, that gives you like a metronome nature.
Come like when you do
every single time.
I could fall. Mikkel? You like to train. Yeah. He likes you, man. He likes you, man. I'm fine with it. Yeah, more or less.
It's hard to get the point though. That's what I talked about before this whole thing started. I said, trust you, this is a lot harder than you guys think. You might just get shut down.
Well, I mean, it's just like, if you think about it, it's the mental aspect.
Ask Mikkel. Mikkel, did you no did you? Take him as well, sir. Get out. We watching the World Cup in our game. How? At the side of your screen, you seen a little thing? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but like, take the motive. How we can save men behind that dog? I can't hear the dog. Where men can die though. Just to be in that. Where we going to Mickey?
Oh, so I do have to stay on this thing and stream it. I can win my game still. Okay, okay.
What one?
Hey, boy, all these skins come out and I know V-Bucks are bad, boy.
We should land over here.
I got that 2 new pickaxe, the marshmallow pickaxe. Yeah. I shot 2 V-Bucks, 200 V-Bucks right now. To buy this dance boy, I like this dance boy.
Look at that dance I have?
Yeah.
I want that pickaxe you and Caesar have. I like that pickaxe all of a sudden. I have full shield for you.
What pickaxe you talking about?
The diamond pickaxe. That one you have. That one you have in your hand. Yeah.
Because that 300 V-Bucks in this rapper kind of thing. Alright, what challenge I to do here? What challenge I to do here? Eliminate others with assistance of friends and party. Okay.
I think it. This is the worst time I've played, no lie. Yeah. It does. And all I have is a jump shot gun. I'm driving.
Now I'm coming back. Yo, what's up? What's kind of anything? No. My phone, Gabriel. Again, yeah, decent. I can't see nothing properly, boy. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Really close to that cactus, so long as he's not pushing through it, he's gonna sneak that out. Trying to hit the flare, he's gonna go all the way, he doesn't care if it comes down, he's trying to hit the flare, and his team up top. The fire are at 35 points now, can't move it. That was a great one.
Yo, I tagged one for 22. I tagged one for 22. Bro, they're loose, bro. Look at this dude. He's a shot bomb. One of them is a shot bomb. Where did he go? Where did he go? He's a shot bomb. Where did he go, bro? Oh, I see one. There he is. Good kill, bro. Oh, I'm getting sniped at. Yo, can you have any healables? Greenish, get down, guys. You gotta get down. Yo, somebody come with me, somebody. Right there. Right here, bro, right here. Yo, we are gonna go around. We're gonna try to sneak attack. Come on, somebody. I need somebody with me. Oh, they're right here, huh?
Chicken champions, who's up top with Books. Books, what do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here with the chicken champions who surprisingly didn't find they put in an absolute clinic today in the creative class. And we're at Columbia, so you guys have a battle game as well. So 2 in a row. You guys have a pretty great strategy. Do you want to talk me through that a little bit?
Oh, what can I say? It's the power of Norway, the power of Spain, and the power of Detroit. Like, we're crushing it. And we're in chicken, so we're good at hiding. Like, we're not good at shooting and stuff, but at hiding. The best strategy, I think, is, well, making it the big stuff. And we're like the two ones, like, using the small stuff, the power moves and stuff.
They're on top of the mountain there. Yo guys, there's a guy right here. There's guys right here, guys.
These guys have been so good at adapting to the circumstances that I have no doubt that the chicken champions aren't just going to comfortably sit on top.
Yeah, not only that, they gave away some strategies, so we'll see if Bala outside can kind of break that down and see if he can give us one full inside.
Thank you so much, guys. The action is heating up. It's also heating up outside. Trying to cool off a little bit here. Fan Festival, what awesome game.
Yo guys, let's take a launch pad. Let's use a launch pad.
Racing away with this one. We're going to take a look at some of the moments from that last game. First off, was having a good time in the front, but also maybe flexing a little bit their trophy that they may have just secured in terms of a lot. We'll find out that later. But their strategy the entire time, they said it before in the last game, they're just trying to go for the high points. They're just trying to score these, at least hitting not those 2 points that Monster was advocating for, but go for the statues, go for the boilers, all those things that net you tons of points, and that's how they can all win. Ladies again, them just showing on. We have the reactions from the Chicken Champions on their win as well. Race trophy lifts. Maybe they'll be doing that later on there.
I knocked one. He's gone, he's gone, he's gone. Yo guys, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. He's white, yo, he's white. Don't let him heal, don't let him heal, don't let him heal. Oh my god, no, 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 don't heal, bro. Hey, yo, 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 yo. Anyone got shield? Anyone got shield? Anyone got minis? I don't know, I guess no one got minis, so... Oh my god. Gabriel. It's a bottom now, game, only just now. If you watch the stream, you don't see dog, but I will look up 2 men dog. I talk about man, knock him, finish him, and I run in time and I'm pumping. Yo, key to God, who is this dude? Bro, you gotta kick that dude. Put it on field. We need 4 players, bro. I'm sorry, but you ready to come and watch the stream? Gabriel? Gabriel? You coming and watch the stream? Now going back in the next game. We'll see how we get on this one. Because the last 3 squads and them and them started to die quick, boy. Gosh, boy. Could have win on them and them like they started to lose the fade, dog. I get all the kills to them, dog. I do not when them get killed, but all I know I get 2 kills, dog. Right? When them play this dotish, boy. You bid yet? Nah, still. That's prime shotgun, bro. You know, as it ends up from the back by where the RV thing, where the RV flip. I got you enter from there. Tell me you didn't enter. Yo, do you want to do a creative or duos? Okay. Why you don't bring me in? Bruh, why do you even drop loot? Oh my god, man.
This is so precise.
This shit is. Bro, come out here, bro. Come on. Right here, bro. Right here. Join my world. Join my world. Come on. Yo, key to God. Join my world, bro. Yo, key to God. Join my world. There's the way the fuck that's okay, you should be already. Still be right? Still, I need my bill at 4 minutes. Come on. Still, I need my bill at 4. Look at that, not at 4 minutes. That's all there.
español? ¿Sí español? No habla inglés, no habla inglés. Hello.
Hello.
What's the real little?
What?
Oh.
Yo, bro, what are you doing? Come down here and I put the fight there, bro. Oh my god.
Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm Hope.
Me too. Ninja and them pin like a rare tooth dog.
You tie money, bro?
No.
Eh?
No.
Real shot.
If I say kill you on this earth, eh?
Ito ya, kita sini Miguel.
It's all they break it down, you know. That battle, you know, fighting up there, but they don't listen.
I thought you were doing Muslim on them.
Muslim. Oh, Muslim said that. No, no. I believe it. Okay, come on, come on.
Come in.
Come to it. Let us in. Come on, try come to it.
The way this man is real crap, boy. I'm gonna stand up there and fighting, dog. Stand up there and fighting by the road, boy. But he not gonna come down, he gonna build up. He come down?
Oh.
Man will not even good, dog. The man make a will and he will. You have to take up ammo. And when you're dead, it's a 4 damage and you can drop your loot and things. Boy. He will is real garbage. Then when me come in, he will. Stop boxing up. Stop boxing up. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down.
Bring him down. Bring him down.
Go down. Go down. Go down. Come like you go down. Come like you go down. Come. You go just dead. If you don't want to go down, you go just dead. If you don't want to go down. Come on. Playing real nasty, boy. I'm glad I ain't putting no healables. Yeah, you're white.
I'm gonna. Let's try and kill him right here.
Kill the one white.
Oh,
come. The shrimps. Dear Bills, man. You come down. Oh gosh, Jikim, you gonna do that too? What's the problem, man?
I call him man top.
So you're loud enough, the man following him now. I'm coming down and thing, but you following him. I go follow too. That's how it feels just now when I was building with you and it's here. It's like, man.
If you need my camera,
Real garbage. Look. Look, the man passed here to block me from shooting. Don't be doing them. I know that. You can go and do the same thing every round. You know. Box myself. I can't do it again.
I don't see the right, huh?
How you not saying my life?
That man can snipe out there.
Are you so sure he bend? He real bend.
Yeah.
What? I had him move and I don't know how much I bet on me. You know, got it more. Yeah, what I tell you? What I tell you? You should went down, that's all you do. Come on, what's that long you kick me here for? Got trapped myself.
So you know your wall fries.
I don't know.
Try this out. Activate.
Take care of your But let me go back and I build my thing for a reason. I use my thing. Well, let's keep the goat boy. What are you doing?
He's gone.
Bot. I don't see any gun. Big bot. Huh?
Huh? Yeah. This is sekolah je dah. Padahal macam every Friday Samsung go Friday Fortnite 20,000 gimana every Friday mereka lagi habis dah aku selalu main.
You stand up? I don't know that you stand up.
Dia aman sikit tu Mia, don't usah. Tak ganti dia selalu good. Dia murang awal dia murang.
Remember, can you come and shoot him behind you and you building?
Dia tu breaking along.
I shoot him behind you and you building, so I think the ramp you're placing. You must fall long. You see? You see?
Too far away, can't catch one like a cheetah. Like a cheetah. Like a cheetah. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I see a long time. I thought you haven't said about. Mari lah. Yun double jumping.我其实手里是跟你两百我上面。Hi there.
Hi there.
Hah? Apa emang lu mau you? After kill you, I'm going to follow you.
Alright. Wait now, oh, my RAM not placing. Wait now, when my RAM rotate. Man, see you now, boy. Yeah, I actually see the aim at the fire. Name not right for real.
Yeah, I almost did it. Go. Rồi hỏi mình nói chuông cho rồi. Nah. One time. Something going on here. Bọn này cứ phạt tới đâu. Nó phạt cái này cứ đâu. Chắc chết chết. Chắc chết. Mana? Oh, why is it blocked? Oh, I need to ask him to computer. If I get it, I got it.
Sitting down, I will watch you. What you know, boy?
I will just watch and click.
What you know, boy?
You get ask him to computer.
You can realize you can't no sub me and then pump me.
Anytime you give me a gun, I'm both. Yeah, that is first I got over there and we'll make it to the wood. Apa yang mana tak boleh panggil tu? Literally.
Então, let's get the game. How's the game? She came. She came. Oh, the man inside me. She will get on this World Cup, you know. Thing about them and they, you know, turn up here. Look, I know Republic came on a creative. I know Republic came on a creative. Yes. But 4 times straight I killed him, man. No, I tell you I getting better. I tell you no, I getting better. You know what I saying? You know what I saying? What I saying? Of course, the man is beast. I don't care for the thing. Man, trash dog. The man a good dog. The man normal dog. And because he aim too. He aim straight. That's a good thing. Man, real straight. I tell you, I get better from the little space of time and near my pickaxe, man. So now, I get better. You see me, man, but me 3-2 the other day. I kill him twice. And then he come back up and beat my tree. Cookie is real too. You can not trying to kill me and I kill him, Cookie. And you only saying, hey, if you say you only talking, because he gonna play FIFA with somebody, the person right there now. So if you only talking, but 3 times or 4 times, how many times he say he gonna kill man and he gonna play FIFA? And every time I kill him, he say, nah boy, when I kill you, here I go. Get one more time. When I kill you, here I go. One time, no, I kill him and then he get fed up. The first time he see you going. Yeah, first time you see you going, you didn't say nothing. You didn't say after he killed me, he gonna play some FIFA, but I say alright, I kill him, bam, I ain't say nothing. He said, I'm gonna try one more time, bro. I kill him again. He said, nah, one more time, and then I go. And I in a box now because I was real low. Yeah. And he only trying to break down my roof, my floor, on top. And on the place in the back, and he say, watch, they will call a bait. He said, Nicholas, and saying they will call a bait and all kind of thing. Then he end up falling inside my box. And when he shoot, I jump and turn around and pump him and he dead.
No. And he started coast then?
Yeah, then he say, I go neighbor.
Yep. Started coast.
First he feeling like trash dog, I asked him, man saying he love you me and thing, you know. I said, Joakim, I'm saying out the man not answering me.
Then man, coast, then man, you kill him in front of his cousin, and his cousin always, you always telling his cousin about how he could clap me and things.
But 3 times man, you know.
Guys, just leave it all.
Here we say to him, I kill him more than that too, Here we saying, he come, and he saying, no, he might actually be better than mine. He might come and say like 1v1. How much about him? He might end up coming in the party today, and then all them might tell him what I say. Then I go say Batsiki my bet. He go say some man. I go say Batsiki my bet. And he might clap in. He created the other day. And he go say, I'll make it come like 1v1 now. I might 1v1 the money might beat me. Never know. I am my own and off days.
But I saying everybody does. I have it. I lost to Marvin.
He might catch me on a bad day.
Or 5-0, one of them.
But you still lost from a good player, Marvin, no man.
Yeah.
Player Marvin by himself. Marvin tell me come for him. We not created. Marvin tell me box up and hide to the wing. They don't kill off for me. And Marvin was bopping off Abdil and Abdial. They're taking chances now. Yeah. Abdil and Abdial. And Dominic on a team.
Three of them on a team and Marvin clapping that?
No, well, Abdil and Abdial playing on the same game now, but they're just taking chances. So it's two of them on a team, and Abdi was and Marvin was clapping two of them. Look. Dominic and him, but then Dominic started to pop up after a while. And again that day, I was playing like real trash. I won't own enough days.
Everybody does.
I'm still Jalen and all. Everybody knows Marvin can be Jalen real bad. Like the Peyton. You see you're getting it yesterday?
Yeah, he was getting real evil like crazy yesterday.
You see? And Marvin.
You're lagging. Me tell you, you're lagging, dog. Me tell you, you're lagging, dog. What?
Guys.
Yeah.
If this country didn't mash up, I rate this country. This country will fall down again.
Like it just fall off.
It don't fall already. If something not working in this country, I wouldn't be surprised. But if
yeah, I'm not doo-doo, bro. Yeah, I'm not
I'm not. I know I like shit.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's up, guys?
Right now.
You get clapped.
Who?
Clapper, man.
Man, that's all those.
Yeah, boy.
I know going on one day. Not on them thing like a red tooth, boy. I mean not on them. Ninja and them, boy. Lachlan and them playing like red tooth in the World Cup.
Yeah, alright, though.
And you know, it didn't reach duos and solos yet, so you know, so we gotta wait to see.
Alright, see. I have a big pot here. I don't really want. I have 6 minutes on gliders. I keep the gliders. I have no paper. I don't have anything. I've maxed everything except wood.
Take the gliders and the 6 minis if you could.
The 6 minis. Should I drop them there? No? Just to know, see if I could collect some wood here because like this man is not build too much without all my wood. I had 500 wood, you know.
I'm not going to solo here. I find these days I last in down to the last set of people going.
I know
I was not playing there. I know get 5 kills in a squad with some men. With one man and 2 random men. Was that American I was playing with, but he's very garbage. I was actually the best player on that squad.
Nah.
Imagine me playing so crappy to be the best player on the squad and carrying them. You know how them die out? You know I end up getting 5 kills. I had 2 kills to the whole game. I killed 2 men that way. Because I was lapsing behind in pressure plant. Because my friends and them going and 2 men rush me and I got a lucky shot and killed the first one and just laser the second one.
Oh, a man sit on top of the group.
He see ya?
Yeah, she looks like he see me.
Yeah, let me don't talk, let me focus.
Yeah, man.
We panic like Jalen, but let's take your time. Most time Jalen could have win solos. I could have win a solo the other day too.
This man, if you come on, this is our fish bottom.
So these men can really do that run though. If you see how these men going on, eh? These men could really do that run though. I ain't gonna lie, boy. I'm gonna land a tilted. Let's see if I can get better. I'm gonna join solo and land tilted every minute round. Let me start to test myself, boy.
I'm in tune, boy. This gonna be bad. Oh my word.
I just had to test myself, bro. I find I'm not improving at all, bro. I'm not improving. Alright.
I'm gonna go play Mikel. Have a go film? No.
Oh, how you looking? How you looking?
Yeah, green day skin. They looking like they're good.
Not sure, no. So we got a lucky shot. If you want to go for us. Right now I'm under pressure because I ain't tilted. I don't think it should go, but I don't think it should be.
Alright.
Hey! Crap. I hear that man. Come on, join the minis quick. Join the minis quick, man. Tell a man in here, though. I seen him.
I know crack off a man shield, though. Just by reason.
Yes, boy. I got tap. Yes, boy. Hurry up.
Oh, crap, I think he was... What?
Dog, real bacchanal until dinners. Ah, man. Shit.
Yeah, come to me, get yourself.
Last, I one kill, Naz.
That's all. Have a... I gotta kill him.
Hey! Look the man right in here, boy. Ooh, I'm panicking.
Mikel, I kill him, man, eh?
Yeah. I have a man on me here right now.
I go.
Crap. Yeah, boy, the spam shotgun. I hate that spam shotgun, boy.
You dead, boy?
Yes, boy, with 1 kill, boy. I hate that spam shotgun, boy. Man, literally spam me down with that, boy.
I don't know what happened to Chiniki, I don't hear him.
I didn't know either, but I guess he beat me because since he joined you and he was talking. So if you are not typing me over. My control still working. I rate this control, boy. I see my control get 1 full and mash up. I don't know if a man put vibranium on the outside of the control also. But boy, you know how much time this one has? Gosh, boy, that's spam shotgun, boy. And the man was white and...
It happens to the best of us, boy.
I couldn't get a pump or somebody. To kill a man with a green tack, you have to make sure and always get headshots though. Man, I know something must weird about that, you know. I place a floor because I see a big hole in the ground. I place a floor and that's why it's just hard to get sprayed on. I place a wall edit it, I hit him for 95. And the man started to spam me down, boy. I gonna kill you, he come in my face and laugh, and I gonna brush. Anytime I see I gonna start to spray down, I don't care.
Oh my god, I don't get in.
I don't care, I'm going to turn to that again.
No!
I don't get my top on this.
Oh god, look at that, look at that.
Take your time, man, take your time, man.
No, I did, this man's a friend. This stupid idiot. God, boy, you're an idiot. But stop! Stop, you idiot! You in the zone and you spraying me. Bro. Oh god, look at that. Oh my goodness. You idiot. Done. Look at 3 kills and I got a default on a correct. A default on a correct. And the next man get lost to the storm. That'll be an easy dog.
On the team thing, me and Lachlan and Ninja and them come out on top and nothing in this World Cup yet. I mean, them in the event so in face, so you know. I'll get my vex, his face, so I was see I back in for World Cup.
So I see value and never going back.
I don't know. I think King was to leave too.
I could have.
Look at my guns now, boy. Green AR. A grey AR.
I could have won that when I really thought for that.
Come on, some sprayed man, boy. Why everybody always getting a jump shotgun and coming on me, boy? Watch, boy, though, boy. Finally, I get 1-2. Come in here now. Come in here. Come in here. I dare you, boy. Come in here.
I think she was here just lying.
Come in here. How are you coming here, boy?
She's not creative like yourself.
Come in here, man. Come in. Yes, boy. That's how it is feel. Nah, that 1 kill.
Nah, go. You got it.
That's how it is feel, yo.
I got him, man.
Yes, boy.
market. Oh, you took it. I was trying to market.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay,
Oh, yeah, hi.
What do you do now?
Dance. Yeah, it's good.
I know what you do. I know what exactly.
Stopping before that, he went all the way to the tire. Jumped over.
Where are you going?
Are you guys?
Where are you going over there?
Are you guys watching the World Cup?
Yeah.
Wait, no, wait. You can watch it in that. I thought it was only for creators, not actually the actual gameplay.
I'm watching it right now.
I'm
It's kind of distracting. I'm watching it. The World Cup.
Wait a minute. No, why did I do that? I wanted to see something like that.
Do you guys know who you are talking to?
Wait, hold on. Why does that sound like a... Oh, I got it. Wait, hold up. I think... wait. Is that actually...
Yeah.
Why does it sound like... Wait, oh,
I changed my name.
So we were trying to invite you, but...
Aww, she remembers my name. Well, it's not actually my name, though.
Yeah, is it your name like Jordan or something?
Yeah.
Come on, you're solo. Alright, yeah.
Wait, see, she actually remembered my real name. Yo, guys, I just won my first solo game.
Oh, wait, okay.
That's one of my first solo games.
Oh, you have to win with me. You know, it's the worst winning team in history. I won't even get it. That's why I ran away from it.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, it is.
The silver llama for them, but all focus for them.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it just like you can.
We've got a couple more to go, and it's
another one. No. He's putting it in the same exact thing as last time except the pictures of his one. What? Honestly, like, why is the AR still on the game? Is it dead? I don't use it.
Put it,
What? I thought there was gonna be rifts over here. That's why I wanted to go over here. It's not even a single rift.
Well, yeah, we got to the end of the game. No, wait, no, yeah, never mind. I don't know.
What's her name again? Alicia.
Yeah.
Why were you on Netflix for 3 days?
I was at my mom's house and I left that on. Yeah.
Oh my god. 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 I'll be right back, guys. Naz, I come in just now. I'm talking to some people and don't join because they'll put you offline. I'm telling you. I just want in here, brother. What? Luke, what's up? I just won my first solo game. Yes.
I really do my chug jug.
Chug, 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 chug,
Wait, no,
chug, chug.
I'm trying to listen to song. I'm still gonna call you Electric for a long time.
That's not my name. 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 That's not my name.
Emma, you have any?
Have you what?
I told you guys to call me Jordan.
Do you have ammo?
Yeah, I know. What do you want? What do you want? Heavy? Yeah.
What? Oh, really?
Oh,
I can mark that. Wait, oh my god, look at the store. Why are we still here? It's so far away. Okay? Three podcasters. Yeah, get on mine.
Well, look at all this meat.
What happened over there? You just meat everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know. None of us stood down. But
I don't know what I was going to say. I took a look. 423 wood, damn. I got max wood now.
I have max wood. Yeah, I've had max wood.
Oh, God, I'm scared. Someone's trying to look at us like, what are you doing?
who do you guys want to win the World Cup?
Actually, get on your own clock practice. I have an idea. I'm gonna have to do.
Wow, you made me take damage.
Get on your own. I'm about to jump off, like in the air. Like.
Who do you guys want to win the World Cup? Who do you guys want to win the World Cup?
Okay, I can't drive.
Naz. Naz. I really like that dance, boy. I'm in a clan, that's why I changed my name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need to. Yeah, I have a chug jug. Yeah, so get me.
No! What? You just
You're a bully. You're a
I'm
bully.
gonna have to get your stuff too. No.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I should get some better loot.
I have a blue pump. So.
I like that. I purposely killed you. No, I'm kidding. You made me kill you. I had to.
5 more days until season 10.
Can't wait. Every single time we play, the zone just kills us. I like almost killed us.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
No. Did you see me? Did you see me? Did you see me?
He has to be able to see me.
Take it back.
Bet.
You see that?
Yeah.
You see him? I know he does. Why else would he be doing that?
No. Shoot. Kill him. Yeah, just do it. Someone's dead.
There's only one way to handle this.
I am dead.
Commit suicide. But in fashion. If he's gonna be in the storm, he doesn't want to have light.
I'm going to watch the World Cup. I'm going to watch the World Cup.
I think I just outsmarted them. Well, they're probably gonna die in the storm.
Come on, stay right by the zone so you put the phone. Alright.
We made it?
We can stay in the zone. Like black note.
You can make them stay in the storm too.
No, what? You're stuck in the zone. They might make it, you might not.
Oh no, he's still right too.
Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. Not by the zone by then.
You know what? No, this can't be happening.
You're so low. You're forward.
You guys, I just peed my bed. I just peed my bed, you guys.
Yeah, I need to be dead now. How did I let him survive that?
Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah.
I just peed my bed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We did good though. Yeah, every match we did good, but...
No, you did not. No, we cannot.